All right, we are live, y'all. Everybody a minute to come in. What's up, Randall, Larry, Michael, Tina? Give me just a second. I'm taping up my light. It fell down a second ago. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Chris, what's up, brother? Well, I was trying to set up the live. My blue rod had a hit that bent it in half, and now the lights ain't working again. But we still out here. We still gonna do this. Big Slim, what is up, brother? Thanks for everybody for coming in. Up, we got a hit on the blue rod. Let's see where it goes. I know y'all can't see that too well. It's a bouncing. It bent it over, almost touched the water. I had my wife disabled. She come down to help me out and support me for the Iron Cats, and I had to make sure she got up the hill safely. Yeah, I'm getting some major smacks on that blue one. I wish them lights would come back on. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes they won't, I guess. I'd like to thank everybody that was in the Iron Cats earlier supporting me. I probably should have kept that carp, but I've never eaten carp before, never cleaned a carp before, so I wasn't trying it. You don't clean them right, it can make you sick, so I wasn't even attempting it. So I appreciate everybody for supporting me. I had a great time. That's what it's all about. Come out here and have a good time, have some fun. I knew I really didn't stand too much of a chance against the one-tonners. Art and Josh are some good people, though. They're really good people. So hopefully we get a monster on the live tonight. I'm only gonna be on for an hour or two, probably about 2 hours. Normally that's all I fish for is trophy size fish. Kevin, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm out here. Missed a big takedown on the blue rod. It bit in half so far that my light stopped working. So hopefully they'll kick back on. They went out last week and did the same thing, but they come back on, so I'm hoping they do the same. I understand, Katie. I appreciate you stopping in. Just saying hi is good enough for me, and I thank you for supporting me and stuff and everything in the Iron Cats. Like I said, I appreciate everybody's support. I had a great time, a great time. I just wish I could have got all my dishes prepared for y'all. How's it going, Jeff? And for all the people that wasn't Iron Cats that missed out because the River Taters didn't get done, I'll do a video strictly for y'all that shows me making the River Taters. I'll do it in high definition, and I'll throw them on the grill. It'll probably be like around August 8th or 9th. The reason why I say around August 8th is my daughter and my wife's birthday is right there. My wife's birthday is on August 9th, and my daughter's is on August 8th. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a video, Kevin, to make up for me not getting it done in time. Like I said, around August, probably be August. The reason why I say that is because I got a big cookout for my daughter and my wife's birthday party. Josh, how's it going, brother? So yeah, I'm gonna every time I have a cookout, everybody requests me make River Taters. So I'm gonna break out the high definition camera. We're gonna do it all close up. Got a big hit on this blue rod. I don't know if y'all can see it bouncing or not. I think he's on there. Yeah, he's on there. Oh, did he just spit it? Either he spit it or green in with it. I think he spit it. In the name of DMV, booty cheeks. That rod almost went over. I felt him pull one time, and that was about it. He's probably about 20, 25 pounds if I was guessing by how he pulled. That should have hooked him. I don't know what's going on. I got 9/0 circle hook. Go back to circle hook. They should have hooked him. I had a better bite than that a minute ago. That pole really touched down. I don't know if y'all can see this tree in front of me. That tree right there, it literally almost touched that tree. I was halfway up the hill and I come running down. My lights cut out. I'm like, what? So I'm going to try to see if I can't light this rod up a little bit better for y'all. What's going on, Michael? Now, as soon as I do this, my light will start working again. See if y'all see that any better. Yeah, it's a little better. James, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for supporting me, Wild Turkey. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Like I said, thank everybody for the support today. I'm really proud of the one ton. Of course, they always show out. They always do. Both of them are real good people. I need to probably change the hook on this one. The orange rod has got since I was going for small fish, I had to get a hold of 2 stands to find out how to catch small fish, but I'm used to catching trophy fish. And one of the things that that everybody was talking about is I need to drop down on the hook side. So I'm actually only running a 4-aught hook on that one. I got another 9-aught T-Max Team Catfish double action. There goes that rod again. I'm gonna let him bend it over. If he wants it bad enough, he'll take that rod and touch the ground. Yeah, well, now he got slack lines. Now I got no choice but to yank him. Oh, he spit it again. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. He spit it and grabbed it again. I'm gonna check my hook to make sure I got enough hook exposed. Yeah, he just rolls out there feeding it. Well, he really wanted that skipjack. I probably should have spent some more time in the tournament trying to catch more skipjack. He seemed to like that. I got a couple more pieces over here for him. And I got a ton of bluegill, sunfish. So we're good for bait. In a second, find my knife, y'all, in my pocket. Yeah, he didn't play with that too much. "19 wonderful people in here. Alicia, how's it going? Thank you for stopping in. We just keep on missing them and missing them and missing them. I've had 3 good takedowns, but for some reason I can't hook them up. That's unlike me, but it just might be one of them days. Kevin might have been right earlier when he said I got rubber hooks. Need to try to change the angle a little bit so y'all can see the rods better. I want y'all to be able to see the takedowns. All right. See if that's any better. All right. I'm thinking that last hookup. James Davis, what's up, brother? Hi, Lisa. Thank you for coming in. I'm thinking on that last one, I'm thinking I didn't have enough hook exposed. Getting a few small taps on the green rod. We'll grab it when it goes over and touches the ground. They're starting to wake up out there. They don't usually wake up until about 9 or 10 around here anyway. So. Y'all give me just a second. I'll be right back to the chat. I'm actually going to go get a hook. And I'm going to switch out that orange rod real quick. I'm going to bring it over here while I'm talking to y'all. And I'm going to switch out that hook. I want to put something big on there. What's up, David? How's it going, cuz? That's my cousin, David, in the stream, y'all. snag me up or something? Got a barge going through. Maybe we'll get a barge fight. Hey, my light's trying to come on. Yeah, I normally use these right here. Steve Austin, what is up, brother? I'm usually using these right here when I'm fishing, when I'm not fishing. Between a 9, 10, and 12-aught circle hook. This is the 9-aught Team Catfish double action. I wish you was here too, Dave. I wish you was too, buddy. Try this on real quick and we'll get back out there. Vince, what is up, brother? Sorry if I miss anybody in the stream. I'll try to catch everybody. Anybody that's ever been in my lives know I usually don't miss too many people. Yeah, I'm missing good fish today. Maybe with that blue light flickering on that rod. Maybe with the light flickering on that rod like it did, maybe they'll start working again. I hate when they don't work. Got a lot of barges in here for a Saturday. I think we've had 9 or 10 of them already. I know, I'm sorry, Alicia. I didn't expect it to take so long to catch a fish. Well, it didn't take that long. I caught one right away, but just the wrong kind. I've never cooked a carp, and I know if you don't cook them right, they're dangerous. So I wasn't going to take the chance. So I'll make it all up to y'all. Like I said, I'll make a video of it in high definition. I don't know if y'all can hear me as far as come through or not. My PB flat and blue. Since YouTube, I reset all my personal bests. Michael, I used to have almost every. I used to be right at the state records here in Kentucky years ago. But since YouTube, I reset all my PBs. My personal best glue is 39 pounds, which I think was tipping the scale a little higher than that. What's up, Dale? But it broke my 40-pound scales. I got home and it said they was 10 pounds when it wasn't nothing on it. So we counted at 39 pounds. And my personal best flathead since I started YouTube is 10.5 pounds, which is all going to change soon. Having problems finding this dang leader here. Up, got a bottom green rod. You serious about it? You pull it and loosen it up. He might want it. See if he gets it. I'll let it go back down. If he wants it, he'll take it. Come on. If you want it, you can take it. I promise you, you can have it. I'll let you go. You can have that, baby. Don't pull it rod. Don't feed it. Pull it rod. Hey, 20 pounds ain't bad. 20 pounds is nice. You know what I mean? 5'7", what is up? And 20 pounds, I think, of whatever you live in, 20 pounds could be one of the best in the waters for fishing. I know that in here, I've personally seen and caught a 100-pound blue and a 75-pound, well, 76-pound flathead. They're here, or they used to be. Fishing's not as good as it used to be years and years ago, but they're still here. Some of them. And I think he grabbed my line and swam with it and tangled my 2 rods up. That's what it looked like. Looks like my lines are crossing. So I might have to see what I can do with him. He done messed me up. All right, y'all, give me a second. Yeah, he done swim across that other line. He is done swim across that other line. I can see them touching each other. Felt like he got my bait. Well, he didn't get the bait. I had a chunk of cut bullhead on there because I had 2 live bullhead when I come down here, and they died on me. TBA, what is up? Brooks, I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, in the PRP area on the Ohio River. It's in the Mick Alpine pool. Well, that ain't gonna light up. I think I'm gonna change the batteries in this orange one while I got it down here because they're getting weak. They're getting real dim. Yeah, I got the orange wire out. It's one I'm working on right now. It's one I'm working on right now. I'm about to change the batteries out on it. I just changed out my hook. Doing that Iron Cat tournament a minute earlier. I don't know if you knew about that or not, Dave. I was in the Iron Cat catching hook, and I needed to catch something small. So, you know me, I had to downsize my hooks, and well, Now I need to upsize to go back to my normal fishing. So I'm going to change the batteries out on this while I got it over here, because that way y'all can see it better over in that corner. Way I can see it better in that corner. Yeah, I wish the blue rod would light up. For some reason, it's not lighting up today. It was lit up earlier during the tournament, and I went to walk my wife up the hill because she's disabled, and she come down to help me out because on my way walking down, I lost my cord to my phone. So I had no way to charge my phone. But she walked all the way. She had somebody drive her down as far as she could and walked down here the rest of the way. And she sit down with me, and I had to make sure she got up the hill safe. So I was all the way up the top of the hill, which I know y'all can't see the hill from here, but the hill is a heck of a climb. It's Texas Tiger. What is up, brother? Yeah, we got 20 wonderful people in here. Yeah, I walked up the hill. I looked over, and that rod was bent over, almost touching the tree in front of me. And I come running down the hill. The lights stopped working and everything else. So it is what it is. We still got 2 of them ready. And I still got a little bit of shad left. There you go. What is up? Yeah, if anybody was in the tournament earlier, y'all saw me catch it. Well, skipjack, I mean, y'all saw me catch it. Fresh skipjack, real nice one. So I would have been smart. I would have played around and caught some more of those, knowing I was going to stay out here. Pork Chop, what is up, brother? Glad to see you make it in. Like I said, if I miss anybody in chat, I apologize. Things are real crazy down here right now. I'm just glad I won't run out of bait tonight. Because if I do, then we had a great night. 24 wonderful people in the house. I think that's the most people I've ever had come in. Blue Line Adventures, what is up? Thank you, buddy. Thank you for supporting me in Iron Cat. I just wish I could have prevailed for y'all, but you know, we do it for fun. It's all it was fun. I'm glad to see that One Ton won it. Of course, I've been happy with anybody winning it. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna get this rod back out. Wow. Now that I got a bigger hook and some better bait. We'll slide in the mud some more. Blunt Line Adventures. Joe Buck 66. Thank y'all for stopping in. We're just getting some nice bites. My blue lights, I had blue lights on one of the rods and they just went out about half an hour ago, right before I went live. Had a big takedown and now they ain't working. Yeah, anybody that wasn't in the Iron Cats earlier, y'all didn't know this whole beach is all solid mud. I've got mud up to my shins pretty much. My wife come down to support me and help me out. And when she did, she's like, I can't believe you wore your good shoes down here. Oh, well, just shoes. I got 6 more pairs. Now the bugs are going to be out hot and heavy. I got this light on. I was hoping they get all drawn to that light. All right, so we need another takedown. This time we need it to stick. I've had today so far, I've had close to 8 or 9 great takedowns, but none of them's hooked up. I don't know what's going on, why they keep on spitting the hook, or what's going on. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, these rods have bent almost completely in half, and I haven't been hooked up. Sean T Outdoors, how's it going, buddy? No, we done missed 3 though. Yeah, they don't wake. The fish around here don't wake up until about this time anyway. So. Yeah, it might be a gar, Tony. We have gar in the area. I've only seen 1, and I'm used to fishing for gar, but all the gar I've seen in this area, the one I have seen was real close up, and when the water was flooded. We've been out here swimming in it and everything else, and I haven't seen any yet besides that one. And he was hiding in the shallows, trying to get out of the current. So I don't know if he was going through. Eric Burnside, what is up, brother? I hope you're feeling better. I hope you heal quick fast. We've been praying for you every day. Kind of disappointed in these lights. I think I'm gonna wind up taking these blue lights off because they give me problems almost every live I went to. I got another set of orange. I got another set of green. So I might go orange and green. Oh, that's no problem, Eric, man. We was worried to death about you. I was in somebody's live stream. They said, "What? Tell me what happened." I was like, "Man, I gotta go to his page." Even though we don't talk to people like on a normal basis on everything, this catfish community, we're all family. Oh, getting a bite on blue rod. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, it acts like it could be a gar. He's smacking it. There you go. Come on. Be committed. Be committed. Be committed. Ah, he wasn't that committed. That might be a gar. I ain't never had no gar bites out here, but that might be a gar. It keeps on playing with my emotions. I'm gonna switch out my hook. It keeps on playing with my emotions. I'm gonna switch out my hook and let him and turn my bait clip on. Let him run with it for a minute, rip the jaw off. We have gar for bait. Eddie Gross, what is up, brother? Thank you. Thank you much. You keep on getting something biting the blue rod, but it may be a gar. I've never, like I said, I've never had gar bites up here, but at the same time, I know there's gar in these waters. And this is the first time I think I've used fresh skipjack. So oh, I can imagine, Eric. I got into a car wreck. It was Black Friday. I was coming home from work. I just worked a 14-hour shift. I was a mechanic, and I was about half a block from my house, and some guy ran a stop sign and smashed my car, spun me about 4 times. And I got out of the car. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Man, the next day I was laid up hurting so bad I couldn't hardly move. I had to wind up going to the ER. Yeah, our bodies are not made for that jar, that sudden stop in that jar. It just don't work. Yeah, I had a rough time. Usually, I see. I don't know much. I don't know much about daytime fishing. I haven't done. Well, I know a lot about it, but I don't do too much daytime fishing. I'm a night fisherman, like right now. This is my normal time to be out. Most of my lives don't start till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Uh, I had some good bites. I had some real good bites, none of them hooked up. I'm wondering if those were gar bites too. They could have been gar bites. I mean, they bent my rods over like that, like they've been doing, but I couldn't hook up on anything. So we shall see. Hopefully, one of them will take it back over and we'll hook it into them. At least we got action going. I guess either the third, that's the third or the fourth time that rod's been smacked in the last 15 minutes or 20 minutes, something like that. But we've only been live for 36 minutes. And it's either the third or fourth time. Yeah, I was expecting to do a little bit better in the Iron Cat. I got a lot of primitive survival skills, a whole lot of primitive survival skills. Um, I grow my own vegetables. I've got my own, basically my own little garden and everything else. Most of the vegetables I was trying to cook today, I grew myself. Uh, Usually, I don't have a problem catching fish, at least one. But it's it is what it is. We've had those days. We all had them days. Oh, I'm going to, Eric. I'm going to. I'm a diehard fisherman. I've been doing it for 35 years. I've even got a tattoo of my catfish on my arm. I mean, I've been doing it for years. And I can tell y'all a funny story about that too. Anybody that's been in some of my other live streams, there goes the blue rod again. Anybody that's ever been in any of my my live streams know that I had a very rough childhood. My father was an abusive alcoholic that beat me. He cut me with a butcher knife, put me out on the streets when I was 11. Real rough childhood. But that was at the time I was 6 until he passed away when I was 12 or 13. Before that, he was the greatest dad in the world. Greatest dad in the world. All that changed because of a catfish. He went to a pay lake, caught a little fish, had like 10 fish. He was cleaning them, got down to the last fish, very last fish, the smallest fish in the bunch. And it thinned him in his finger. Apparently, he was allergic to the venom and the bacteria that was in the fin. And they did 9 surgeries to try to save his finger, and he lost his finger. And in the process, the surgeries messed up his whole hand. He wound up going on disability. As soon as he went on disability, his whole life changed. And it's kind of funny because everybody goes, why do you chase after catfish if it ruins your life? I don't know. It's just in my blood. It's in my blood. I've been seriously catfishing for 35 years. We got hooked on accident, me and my brother-in-law. That's how me and my wife got together because I've known him for 35, almost 40 years now. But yeah, we were seriously fishing for all them years. And it started off, we didn't know what we were doing, like always. We were 16, 17 years old. Had some cheap little rods, going out trying to do things. And it's like we got lucky one night. We hooked into a 40-pounder. Caught it on Lee's Famous Recipe chicken skins off of a dock. The next day, we went up there with a bucket full of skins that we had dug out of the dumpster. We landed 6 fish that night, 4 of them over 40 pounds. And ever since then, we've upped our game. We've gotten stronger lines, stronger rods, better bait, bigger hooks. But see, back 35 years ago, you didn't have all that stuff. You didn't have access to catfish gear like you got now. Everything back then was, if you wanted anything strong enough for a catfish, you had to buy saltwater gear. And you had to go to some place like Bass Pro Shop or something like that and have them order it for you, which Bass Pro Shop wasn't even open at the time. You had to have it specially ordered. So we had saltwater rods. I still got 2 of them at the house that I'm customizing right now. If anybody gets enjoys stuff like that, I'm working on 2 rods right now. I got the Fish Slayer rod, which is a emerald green candy. It's got all silver thread wrap. It looks like fish, like garfish scales across the top of it and on the sides of it, just sporadically. All I got left to do on it is to epoxy it, and then I'll put the video out for that. And then I'm a diehard Tech 9 fan. I've been a Tech 9 fan for years and strange music. And so I'm doing a Tech 9 rod, all red candy paint, gold guides, gold thread, got gold leafing in it. It's going to be a beautiful rod. I should have it done in the next couple weeks too. Michael Williams, thank you for stopping in. Pretty awesome night, y'all. Fishing local, what is up? Sorry if y'all hear a popping noise in the background. We're in Louisville. It is non-stop gunfire around here. Half the time you risk your life just going to fishing. But it's gotten so bad. I'm so used to it right now. It's like it's gotten so bad right now that I hear gunshots. I don't even flinch. I'm just like, whatever. It is what it is. I've been shot 3 times. I don't enjoy it, but you know, I'm used to it by now. How much did I charge, Eric? Actually, I haven't started selling rods and everything. I've had a bunch of people ask me about it. I've got a build right now. I've got 4 that I'm building. After those, if I can find some rods worth building, because most of my rods that I build, they're not actual builds, they're rebuilds. You know, like say I have let's say a Whisker sticker or something like that where the guides broke off of it, I'll customize it to the max from ground up, put new guides on it, rewrap the threads. Oh, that's a good hit. Rewrap the thread and everything else, put new guides on it, custom paint it, designs in it, gold leafing and stuff. I actually haven't thought about selling them yet. I've had a few people ask. I do got to build one for Becca. She's a big supporter. She's always been a great supporter. She asked me, she was the first one to ask me how much I would charge her for a rod. And I told her, I said, I won't charge you, I'll build you one. That's the least I can do because she's in almost every one of my streams. And there's nights I don't think I'd make it through the stream without her because I'm not tech savvy. I'm not. You know, she'll come in here and tell me how to do this and tell me how to do that and everything else. So, out of respect, she deserves it. Add you to the list. All right. I will keep you in mind. I will keep you in that mind. Yeah, if I told everybody, you know, if these rods turn out, I want to build these couple up. I haven't done it in years. This is the first time I've done it in probably 6 years, 7 years. So if they turn out good as they look, and I'm pleased with them, I may start going and trying to buy some rods if I can find some good rods. I try to buy a blank. I was trying to buy some blanks and build them from ground up, and the blanks was ridiculous. They're medium heavy action. GR8, what is up? I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting me in the Iron Cats. We keep on getting smacked on this rod, pretty good takedowns, but I'm thinking it's a guard because it's not committing. It's going now. I mean, he'll take it and bend it over, but it just won't hook up on him. I'm letting him play with it. But yeah, I went to go get a blank one time, and the blank, the medium heavy, is like R light. I mean, it's real weak. Uh, and I started talking to the guy about it, and he's like, "Yeah, it's $300 for the blank." And he said, it's a medium heavy. And he showed me online a video of him bending it. I'm like, that's not a medium heavy, that's a light. For $300, for that price, I could buy Muddy River rods and customize them for that price. So yeah, as soon as he told me that, I'm like, I'm done. Whatever it is, he's still out there playing with it. Got to be a gar. Some the phone check. My wife was supposed to call me when she got picked up. She never did, like usual. It could be a turtle, but believe it or not, I've only caught one turtle out of this river. I've only caught one turtle out of this river. Whatever it is, it's grabbing a big old piece of skipjack about that big. He probably done got that skipjack. And so I got skipjack on the orange rod. I got a piece of bullhead on the green rod. And on this blue rod, I got skipjack also. Catfish Element, what is up? Thank you for coming in. Oh, this ain't a catch and cook. I owe y'all one, though. I owe all y'all one. I just did it because, you know, I've been trying to get in one of the Iron Cats just for the fun of it. I watch them all online. I'm like, you know, I like to get in one of those. And I'm like, you know what? I'll get in the catch and cook. I got a lot of cooking experience outdoors. But yeah, I'm gonna owe y'all one. I might have to set up a big catch and cook one night. And it will probably be at night. It will probably be at night. And the reason why I say that is because that's when I get all my action. Y'all almost saw me eat a carp earlier. The reason why I didn't eat it is because I don't know much about carp. And I know if you don't cut them, clean them properly, you can get sick from them. I've had friends of mine go in the hospital over it, so I wasn't playing that game. I'm gonna text my wife, y'all, because I got all these gunshots over here. Steve Adams, what is up? Hey, I could have. I'm a vegan. I can't eat that fish. That's a good one. But it was all for fun. I mean, I love doing things like that. I mean, you know, I wouldn't lie to nobody like that to try to win. You know, I'm happy for whoever wins. I'm just blessed that he let me come out and get in it. I'm hoping on getting in the Monster Hunt. It's on October 30th. My birthday's on Halloween, so I'm planning on being alive at night anyway. So it'd be nice to get into the Monster Hunt. Uh, Plus, that's what I do. I hunt for monsters. I don't go for small fish. I mean, yeah, occasionally I'll catch a dink or two, but they have to be pretty hungry to take a 10-aught, 12-aught hook with a chunk of bait the size of my hand half the time. But I have caught them. I have caught them. I caught a bunch of 5 and 6 pounders last. I think it was time before last I come out here, and we caught 4 or 5 of them. I don't even know if I posted that video or not, to be honest with y'all. We'll check in on the wife because I hear all these gunshots back here, and that's the route she had to go. She was supposed to call me when she got home, but she never does anything she says she's going to do half the time. How did the potatoes turn out? They didn't. They didn't. Just the bad thing about with river taters, they literally have to usually take 45 minutes to an hour to cook, to where the potatoes get soft. Um, I honestly wasn't expecting the fishing to go that way. I expected to me to catch one right away, which I did. I caught two almost right away. It's the wrong species. Because I told my wife before I come down here, if I catch a drum or catfish, I'll eat either one of those. You know. All right, Michael. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was honestly expecting to catch a fish a lot sooner than what I did. Which actually I didn't catch any fish. Usually up here, usually up here I can't get rid of the drum. The drum will just tear me to pieces. I'm already working on that, Josh. I'm already working on that. I don't even have to sneak a line in. Uh, you can fish over there right now. It ain't closed off. Uh, I actually went down there twice already. I haven't done a video of it yet. Uh, the video where I was on my motorcycle riding down to the creek, that's the original creek I went to. But it was so badly flooded that I walked 2 foot and sunk up to my kneecaps. So I literally had to swing home, change out my shoes and socks, and jump back on the bike and go to another creek. But yeah, I will be doing a video on that one too. And eventually, if the violence ever stops down here, um, I would like to hit the Creek of Monsters. There's a creek about 2 miles down the road from me that they call the Creek of Monsters. It's about 15 to 20 foot deep. I've seen pictures of 8, 9 pound bass pulled out of there. I mean, monsters like this. 10 pound, 15 pound channels. I've seen blues and flatheads because it connects to the river. And yeah, I've seen some monster fish pulled out of there. Yeah, yeah, I watch him hood all the time. Normally, I would have used that carp for bait, but right now, to be honest with you, I don't want to kill anything I don't have to. Um, I get tired of wasting bait. It's like I come down here, and when I come down here today, I brought, I think, 7 bluegills, well, 7 panfish. I got sunfish, bluegill, a rock bass, and I brought 2 bullheads. Well, the bullheads was the only thing that survived down here. The rest of it died off. So, with me having all that bait, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to kill the carp for no reason. I just let it go. Now, if I wouldn't have been stocked up on bait like I am now, because I got a bait tank at the house with 4 or 5 bullheads in it, and I've got about nine or 10 bluegills in it. So if I wasn't stocked up on bait, I probably would have took him. I took the last carp I caught. DVA, what is up? Whatever it was, stop messing with that line. So I wonder if he got that bait. He probably did. He probably did. Let me send one more text message out since my wife don't seem to answer. Get a hold of my daughter-in-law who's got the car. Yeah, I really wish we didn't have so many idiots around here. I honestly do. because we have a lot of craziness down here. I'm praying she is too. My main concern is she's disabled. She can't walk for long distances. Luckily, somebody was supposed to meet her halfway up here and save her some walking distance. Uh, but she has a bad habit of not answering the phone or answering a text message. Like earlier, when I very first got a hold of her, on my way down here, I lost my cord for my phone charger. I'm like, I can't go live for more than 2 or 3 hours without my phone going dead. And I called her. I sent her a message and asked her. I said, "Baby, I know you're busy and stuff." I said, "But can you have somebody just run a cord down here? All they got to do is throw it down the hill, because I've got to walk up and down about a 25, 30-foot steep hill. It's like a solid incline, and because I walk about 6.5 blocks to get here." And I told her, I said, "Just have somebody throw it down the hill. They ain't got to come all the way down here. Just throw it down the hill." And she never answered me back. I had to send her like 9 messages back to back, and she finally answered. So I'm praying that's all it is. Yeah, the gun violence in this city is just ridiculous right now. It's been a horrible nightmare. It's pretty bad. Half the people in Louisville don't walk out the doors, even to take the garbage out, without carrying a pistol with them. You would think people would have more respect for life than that. Here in a minute, I'm gonna check this date on this blue rod, because they were smacking it nonstop. Now they done gave up, so I'm guessing he done stripped it off there. Give me a second, John. I'm gonna walk over here and see if I can't call somebody for the answer. Give me some bait cut. Like, did your mom and you ever come get you? All right, there's the house. Okay. I wish you would answer the phone. She had me worried. There's a bunch of gunshots going off over here, and I'm like, you want to answer the phone, so I started worried about it. That's cool. All right. Well, I just want to make sure she's home. All right. I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye. Sorry about that, y'all. I just wanted to check on the wife. Do the responsible thing. Big Mike, what is up, brother? Thank you for stopping in. This has actually been a great live. I mean, I haven't really caught many fish. I was getting smacked on this blue rod left and right, but I think it was a gar bite. So I'm about to put some more bait on it, or check the bait on it, because it ain't got hit in a few minutes. Yeah, it's been a good stream. I've had close to 20 people in here the whole time. I understand that. I subscribed to about 10 different sites, 10 different pages. And I went looking for them a couple weeks later, and I'm like, I know I'm subscribed to them. I had to resubscribe to CBA once and everything else, and I always leave comments and I always do everything. I don't know what it was. I'm gonna check the bait on this blue rod though, because it's done bent over like 4 times and then got smacked around. Let's see if we can bait on it. I might actually even change it up, but I don't understand if it's a gar, then the orange rod would too, because I've got fresh skipjack on both of them. But this is the only one getting hit like that. Of course, that could be a flathead also, because I am in a flathead hole here. Right off to the left side of me, over in this direction, there's a bunch of brush, a big brush pile, where about 5 or 6 huge trees have been laying in the water for years, and that's my flathead spot. I've been down here and caught flatheads on night crawlers. There's so many of them down here. I brought bullheads, but unfortunately they died. I've got one of them cut up right now on the hook, so we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna check the bait on this one and see if it's even got bait on it after all them smacks, because it stopped getting hit. Yeah, I know it. I mean, these bites was ridiculous. They was hitting me like crazy. And to be honest with you, today was an epic day, even though I didn't finish the catch and cook like I wanted to. Today was an epic day because I got to spend time with a bunch of people in chat, which I love doing, and I also caught a skipjack on accident because I was literally reeling in when he grabbed a hold of that hook. So I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what? I started running. I'm like, that can't be a skipjack. If I would have been smart, I would have sit there and I would have kept on casting out with that rod and catching more of them just to have bait. Oh, Ram Diaz, what's up? We've been getting a lot of hits on this blue rod. I'm wondering if it's gar. They're taking it over, but it's not. I can't set the hook on them for some reason. Uh, we got a lot of commotion out here, a lot of movement. So we're gonna find out. I'm about to check the bait on it right now and make sure it's got bait left on it after it got hit as bad as it did. I'm pretty much out of skipjack, but I do got a bunch of bluegills, some sunfish, some rock bass. So we still got a ton of bait left, so we ain't gonna run out of bait. Let me check this rod, y'all. Yep, just as I thought. Fishing on credit. Fishing on credit. We'll check this leader out real quick. I don't feel no rough spots in it from a gar. Usually I'll tear a leader up, but I don't feel no rough spots. All right, well, I usually do better on bluegill down here than anything, so I try to get some of them out. I'm sorry if I blinded y'all. Cut me up this little sunfish right here. All right. More the hook exposed than that. There we go. I'm trying not to shine the light in the camera things. I know it'll blind y'all. And just like that, blue lights went back out. I don't understand it. I think I'm in a snag or something. No. Just like that, the blue lights went out again. Maybe we'll get lucky and the blue lights will come back on. Whew. Now that bluegill is fishy. Yeah, it don't get more fishy than that. Yeah, most of the fish I catch down here, actually, I do catch on bluegill, though. Bluegill and sunfish has usually been my best bait. I've come down here with shad before, and the shad didn't produce, and then turn around 5 minutes later and catch a 25-pounder on bluegill. So bluegill's been usually my go-to bait. Bluegill and sunfish. And these was fresh today because I went down the creek right before the tournament and loaded up. And had some weird experiences too because I've never caught bullhead during the day on a float. My float kept on going under and I couldn't figure out why it was going under. I'm like, I know a bluegill ain't gonna take it under like that. Sure enough, I caught 2 bullhead back to back. And I was probably 3 foot off the bottom. I don't even like that. Usually the red lights on at least. Huh. No, them batteries right there. Let's put them in there. I'll set them there. Maybe they come loose. Oh, I wonder if it's in the spot. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna get some more batteries. It's acting like the batteries are dead. I have to put them in there. I know they're good. Oh, New batteries didn't fix it. You know what I do with the back of it? Lay the back down too long. That's a big one rolling out there. They're out there showing off. They just ain't biting my hook no more. Oh, well, I guess when it's ready to come on, it'll come on its own. KY Chris, what is up, brother? Hooked up. Good evening, everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. We've had some good takedowns, but nothing's committed, and I can't hook up on whatever keeps on taking it down. That was Gar for a minute there. It might have been. All right, baby. Thank you for finally letting me know. You had me down here panicking with all the gunshots. I called Corey. He told me he was home, so. No, we need a big fish. We needed to take it and commit to it. I honestly don't know how I missed that one. But that rod was bent completely in half. I should have got that one. It had to be something Gar or didn't have it in his mouth or something. Of course, I might not have had enough hook exposed because that was a big chunk of skipjack. $15 great people still in the chat. I appreciate everybody being in here. I actually wasn't going to go live. I was just going to do a video because everybody was live. Kevin kind of talked me into it, so we're going live. Got the monsters out there rolling, but they just ain't doing nothing yet. Been live for an hour and 14 minutes now. We probably won't stay out too late tonight. Maybe till midnight, maybe. If my phone will hold up and my lights will stay on. We might stay till about midnight tonight, and we'll call it. I've been up since about 6:30 this morning, 7 o'clock this morning. I got about 4 hours of sleep last night. Got up early this morning, started packing things up and getting things together. I went to the creek for about an hour and a half, sit out in the sun there, and then come up here and sit in the sun all day. I'm pretty sure I'm burnt, but it is what it is. I couldn't have had a more fun and more blessed days, so. Now we need to fish. So now we got 3 different kinds of bait out. On the blue rod that ain't lit up, we have a big old chunk of sunfish. On the green rod, we got what's left of a bullhead, and on the last rod, we've got skipjack. Which surprisingly, the way the skipjack was getting hit earlier, that orange rod hasn't moved. That's kind of surprising. Yeah, I don't know if you're still in here or not, baby, but no sooner I got you up to the top of the hill, and I come back down, this blue rod was almost touching the tree. And by the time I got down here to it, the lights stopped working again and everything else. It's done went over about four or five times since we've been down here, since I've been live. Wondering if it's a gar bite. But we cannot get the hook to set. It actually turned out to be a beautiful night. Feels good out here now. Feels great out here now compared to that heat earlier. Usually I get cold easy for some reason because I've been out in the heat so much most of my life that yeah, it feels good out here now. I'm in in shorts and t-shirt. Yeah. Like I might even jump in the pool when I get home. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed I didn't catch anything. Usually I can't get rid of the drum. There's so many drum up here that if I cast out a night crawler, usually my rod's bent over in half within a minute and a half with the drum on there. So I was kind of surprised today when that didn't happen. That rod where I was casting it at though kept on getting hit, but it was just all baby stuff. And something bit it. It might have been a guard in because something took it and broke the line. I felt it jerk 2 or 3 times and the line broke. And I'm running a 50-pound leader, so it takes a lot to break that line. I hope this area don't fill up with gar. This has been my best catfish spot. I'm hoping it don't fill up with gar. I'd like to keep it my catfish spot. Of course, I don't mind catching gar either, but there's a lot of fish action out there that I'm chasing the bait fish. They seem pretty dang active tonight. Oh, that's good. Get going, y'all. Oh, you still on there? Oh yeah, he's a big one too. He's a nice one. Unfortunately, he's running me around the trees and everything else, and I ain't got my headlamp. So we're gonna let him run for a second. Even if he crosses my line, yeah. Even if he crosses my lines, we got one on, y'all. And he's a decent one. I gotta get my headlamp on. He's probably gonna cross my other line, but he ran this direction. Woohoo! Fish on, y'all. wanting to give up, y'all. I flipped the camera around, but I can't get it flipping it. That's if I can walk him up a little bit. All right, y'all. I know y'all couldn't see me pull him in, but we about to land. We got him up on the bank. Anybody still in here? Got 9 people. We just landed a monster. All right, let me find my scales. Where'd my scales go? I just had them. There they are. I gotta have something with grippers because he done ripped my hand up. All right, y'all. I can't get the hook out of his mouth real quick. I have my hook back. All right. For those people that didn't leave the stream, this is how we do it. This is what we do. This right here. We don't play games with no baby fishes. We go after the monsters. I'm gonna see how much he weighs. He's a big, heavy, beastie sucker, though. All right. Let me zero out my scales real quick to get him off his mouth. We're gonna get him back in as fast as possible. I don't like leaving these big fish out of the water. Calculating, come on. Okay, turn off. Turn on. All right. Put it on pounds. Let's see what it says. Zeroed out right now. Oh, zeroed out right now. Let's see what it says. Come here, baby. I'll get you back in the water in just a second. I ain't as big as I thought he was. 21.8. About 21 pounds. Yeah, she's a beautiful one. Let's get her back in the water. I'll turn the camera where y'all can see. I know y'all can't really see much because the tree's in my way. But that's why I didn't turn the camera a minute ago. I'll let him back. And that's how we do it over here. That's how we do it over here. Yeah, it's a real nice fish. Pretty fun on that rod too, because that rod's it's not the greatest rod in the world. I mean, now I know it works. I actually built that rod when I moved into the house I'm in now. I built that rod. It had stress cracks in it and everything else. And I re-epoxied it, sanded it, painted it up. Seems to hold up pretty good. Unfortunately, that was on cut shad, and I don't think I mean skipjack, and I don't think I have any left. I'm gonna check. The only thing I got left is the head. And I've done had it on once before, so I don't know if it's gonna do any good or not. I do got some more bluegill and stuff though. Should I throw the head back out, or should I throw on some bluegill? I'll leave it up to y'all. Still smells like shad. I mean skipjack. You know what? Since we caught that last one on skipjack, it's only fitting I throw some more skipjack out there. Yeah. An acquired taste. Yep. Apparently they acquired it. Of course, I caught this skipjack from right out here in this water right in front of them, so that's probably why. I'm going to go ahead and throw that skipjack head back on. I had it out for about 25, 30 minutes earlier, and I changed out my bait. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back on. Because that's a pretty nice little fish. All right. Yeah, if this tree wasn't in the way, I would have let y'all see me land it. I might try to spin y'all the next time. But as y'all seen, I started off over there, and I wound up over here. He literally ran this direction as fast as he could go, and I couldn't slow him down. Could not slow him down. So he started pulling drag off this thing. This thing ain't, the drag is quiet on this thing, but he started pulling drag. There wasn't nothing I can do, just let him run. All right, let's see if we can get some more like that. See if we can't break 30 pounds this time. Well, that just made the whole day worth it. That just made the whole day worth it. Now, if we get another one like that or bigger, we'd be good. Sam Martin, how's it going? North Dakota. Well, thank you. I'm glad you found my channel too. This is what I do. I normally come out here and I trophy fish. I usually don't go for small fish. It's either, 25, 30 pounds and up. I can't believe that fish was only 20 pounds. When I lifted it up, it felt more like 30, but scales don't lie, and if they do, I can't argue with it. All righty. 18 wonderful people still in the stream. I appreciate everybody being in here as long as y'all have. Thought we had a miracle. I thought the light started working again. Thought we had a miracle. Lights flickered, so I was like, hey, it's gonna work. And see, that was doing just like the other one was earlier when it kept on taking the blue rod down. It take it down, let it up, take it down, let it up, and then it just smashed it like it did on that one. I'm wondering if that's what it was earlier. Is another blue playing with it. Because for a second there, I didn't know if he was still on there or not. He acted like he spit the hook. He darted right at me, then he darted that direction. Yeah, I'm guessing I'm gonna put the orange line. I've got three of the flathead rods. Let me go over the gear I'm using right now. Um, the first one, the one that's supposed to be lighting up blue, it's the Muddy River flathead rod. It's got a Ming 60 baitcaster on it. The center one is a South Star, old South Star. It's got a Casting Rover 60 on it. The last one is a Prestige. It was left in my house when I bought my house, and I've got one of the new Chinese-made ambassadors on it that I didn't think would hold up. After what it just did, I'm very impressed with it. I might have to order some more of those. I didn't think they was going to do anything, but it handled that fish just fine. Yeah, I mean, fishing from a boat's kind of, you can go track them down. I mean, I ain't against boat fishing. I'll be honest with you, if I had the money and had a place to put in a boat, I'd probably have one too. But then again, me and my wife talked about it, and I've honestly thought about, I was talking about getting one. Now I said no, I wasn't going to. Then I said I was, and I wasn't. I don't know. I've always been a bank fisherman. I've 35 years on the bank. I don't know if I want to go on a boat. I've only fished off a boat 3 times. I've got a couple friends that have boats that's offered to take me out, and I'm like, well, whenever you want to go, we'll go. But I've always been a bank fisherman, and I've always fished this nasty Ohio River. Well, we have some stock public lakes here that are stocked with farm raised catfish. Anytime I feel like eating catfish, that's where I usually go to because they're farm raised. COVID wiped those out because they did not stock them for almost a year. And the fish that was in there, everybody just hammered them. As fast as they can pull them out of the water, they took them. So I haven't even went there this year to try them out. Usually it's good fishing over there. Strawberry chicken or night crawlers. Normally you tear them up all day and all night long. But yeah, I went by there one time during the first part of COVID, and there was close to 100 people out there at that lake fishing. I mean, they was elbow to elbow, trying to fish. And I turned around and I said, no, that lake's not going to have anything in it for the next 2 years. And sure enough, they didn't stock it last year, except for once. And the day they stocked, or the week they stocked it, everybody was there. So it's going to take a couple years for that lake to build back up. Yeah, it honestly is a lot of work to find them from the bank. I've actually stopped chasing them from the bank. I still do. I'll still go to spots that I know hold big fish. But with the situation, me living in Kentucky, getting out anywhere is virtually impossible. They want to shut everything down. I used to fish downtown Louisville a lot, and it got to the point to where you wasn't allowed to fish downtown anymore. You go to a park or something down there, even during the day, and the police would chase you off as soon as you get there. They just, you got to go. We don't want you down here. You got to go. And then I found this spot, which happens to be down the street from my house. And as you see, I pulled a nice fish out of it. So, I can imagine a lot of work. They say boat stands for break out another 1,000. That's what it stands for, break out another 1,000. Kelly went fishing the other night. I need to get Kelly down here with me. If I thought he could make it down this hill, I'd be bringing him down here with me. Because on a good night, we can knock them out. I mean, I've landed, me and my buddy James come down here, and we didn't go live or anything because the water was so flooded up. And, I mean, we was getting bites like that. And, I mean, today I've done missed probably, since I started in the tournament earlier, because I was in that Iron Cast tournament earlier, since I started in the tournament earlier and till now, I've probably missed at least 12 fish, maybe even 14, that bent them rods over and just for some reason couldn't hook them. So, yeah, I need to bring him down here with me. Yeah, it's horrible, Martin, Sam. Yeah, it's horrible down here, and the gun violence has just gotten out of control. I don't know if you was in the stream earlier. We was hearing gunshots a little bit ago. It's a nonstop thing. I don't even take out my trash without carrying a pistol anymore. It's just that bad down here. And you would think people would have more respect, you know, appreciate life more. And it's a lot of kids getting hit, and that's the thing that makes me irritated. I'm a father, and I cannot stand the fact of people doing that stuff when there's kids involved. It's just, I don't understand it. How can you sleep at night? I couldn't. I honestly couldn't. But enough talking about that crazy stuff. Let's continue talking about the fishing. Now, see, I could have caught that one earlier, and it still wouldn't have done me no good because we all agreed 10-pound was the limit. Anything over 10 pounds had to be released. So it wouldn't have done me no good even if I would have caught that one earlier. It would have been nice to catch it in the live during the day where everybody could have seen it better. But I'll gladly take it. Like I had about 3 or 4 more like it though. And he just come off spawn not too long ago. Big old marks on top of the head and on the tail still. They're starting to heal up, so he's been off probably he or she been off the bed for probably 2 weeks or so, but that just means they're going to start waking up and biting again. Because I come down here for a while, and the only thing I was catching was dinks. Well, a lot of people call them dinks, but I consider 5, 6, and 10-pound fish not a bad fish. It's not great, but it ain't bad. Oh, I understand. My gear, I'm going to do a video one day of me with my scales. My scales go up to 110 pounds. I need to see how accurate they are. But I'm going to go ahead and check and see how accurate the scales are. And I'm going to do a video of me lifting up all my gear and weighing out my gear that I carry down here. I guarantee it's that bit of 75, 80 pounds. And a lot of times I carry it on my back. The bag I use is a big bag. It's got rod holders that go all the way around it to hold the rods. It's rated for 85 pounds. I've done ripped the handle off of it. So I guarantee I carry at least 85, 90 pounds in it. Whisker Pig, what's up? All right. Thanks for stopping in. I can't blame you. I need to be calling it here soon and going home, but nah. I'm gonna get at least another 30, 40 minutes. Yeah, to me, a dink's a good eating size, 2 or 3 pounds, maybe 4. Most of them I pull in here are 6 to 10 to 12 pounds during spawn. After spawn, it's 20 to 40 pounds, and then some. All depends on what's in the area. That right there would be an average fish over here. I know he definitely felt heavier than 21 pounds, but yeah, like I said, I need to check them scales out. Yeah, I understand that. Unfortunately, I don't go to church anymore, but I don't down anybody that does. And I actually respect the fact that they still get up and go. I gotta show respect for that. I had some bad experiences in church, so I don't go back. But I'm glad to see people still do. And that's early in the morning too, and it's 11:30 at night right now. I just appreciate you coming in, hanging out as long as you did. If you're scared, go to church. Yep. Around the house, we say if you're scared, jump in my pocket. My sister-in-law, she's handicapped, and she actually just got out of the hospital. She got out like 3 days ago, and she lives with me. My wife is her care. Me and my wife are caretakers, and she's a sweetheart. She honestly is. She was going through kidney failure. Luckily, her kidneys are starting to improve. We're blessed with that. But yeah, she repeats a lot of things back and back to back to back to back. She'll say the same thing like 10 times, and she'll tell you that to your face. You're scared? Jump in my pocket. I wish it wasn't such a hard climb to get down here. I'd bring her out with me. She loves to fish. Me and my brother-in-law used to take her out all the time fishing with us, and she had a blast. But yeah, she couldn't make it down this hill. She can't see that great, so and she can't walk that great. So walking down this hill would be almost impossible for her. I'm gonna have to find a spot where we can just walk up to the water. They're still out there rolling around chasing them bait. Kind of kicking myself right now that I didn't do what I was talking about earlier when I was in the Iron Cats. Kept on trying to catch them skipjack. Because I'm pretty sure I could have kept on casting out there with that night crawler on there and rolling it in and catch more. Because this whole area is full of bait fish. It's full of them. The problem of it is I brought a throw net out here a couple times, a cast net, and we never caught any. And usually when they're hitting, like when they hit me, that one hit me about 4 or 5 foot from the shore. Our cast net goes out that far. We sit out here one night for almost 45 minutes, nonstop throwing that cast net. I mean, so our arms was tired. And the only thing I caught was a carp about that big, baby carp. Well, don't just take bait. Take mine. You can have it. I'll take the hook out of you, I promise. Mr. Gadget, what is up? I'm in the same spot I was at earlier. I'm on Louisville, Kentucky in the Ohio River. If you're just coming in, go back about 10 minutes. I just landed a 21 pounder. Big old nice fat blue. Yeah, I'm still fishing in the same spot. Yeah, that's all you can do is be patient. That's all you can be. Especially in big waters like this, when you're fishing in the rivers, they'll swim around so much that all you can do is sit there and be patient. They'll come. No, I didn't move. This is probably one of the only spots with it being flooded as bad as it is. If the water's down about another 5 to 6 foot, I can walk about a mile up and down this bank. It's all beach, like one giant beach. But the water being up like it is right now, this is basically the only spot that I've got open to fish in. So that's why I'm casting over top of a tree, because it is what it is. Yeah, I'm glad I got a good fish too, Mr. Gadget. Now we just need a couple more. I'm actually impressed with that reel. That's one of the cheaper new Abus. I think it's the 5500 or something like that. The cheap one looks like it's all plastic. I didn't think it would hold up, but it actually did real good. I mean, it cast better than most of my reels. I've always liked the way it casts. Of course, Ambassador's the best one for casting anyway. And then I thought, well, it's not going to hold up, but it took that fish like a champ. Now we just need a 40. Dub up and get us a 40 tonight. They're out there chasing. I can hear them out there splashing, chasing the bait. I sit here and watch them do it all the time. When they jump up, they'll come right out in front. I'd be jump up the top of the water trying to catch shad and skipjack. So they're out there roaming. Let's see what they do. One thing I've learned from fishing is be patient. So that's what we're gonna do. Of course, I'm probably gonna cut the stream off here in about another half an hour or so. So hopefully get one before we have to cut it off. Honestly, there's somebody down the bank fishing down a little bit in my flathead hole. Yes, they are the shark of the rivers. I know he was a shark. I didn't bring my gloves, and I didn't bring my y'all probably heard that splash right there. He jumping up at them schooling fish. Yeah, I am too, Melina. I am too. If you're just now getting in, I just landed a 21 pounder a minute ago. Probably about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. If y'all want to go back in the stream and watch it. You saw me fighting with it, but you didn't get to see me pull him up out of the water because I've got a tree in front of me, so you can't really see down towards the water. And I started off with this orange rod, and he walked me all the way over here. And I just couldn't do nothing with him because I didn't trust that rod or that reel to hold up, but they held up. That's one of my little bait casting, my little cheap rods. Oh, you been here? Cool. We had so many people popping in and out today, it's kind of hard to keep up with everybody. Yes, it's usually how my lives go. Usually we get a little bit more action, but I'll take a 20 pounder. I won't complain. Yeah, I know it. Ain't that weird? I'm a little skinny to be a catfisherman. Of course, I got that gut to back it up. Actually, I'm using all bait casters, Steve. Using all bait casters. I do have some spinning rods and spinning reels. Funny story with that one. When my mom got cancer, well, it's not funny. She got cancer. When my mom got cancer, she was a diehard fisherman. She had, I think, 9 ambassadors, 6500 series, and I couldn't use an ambassador to save my life. Every time I used one, I would backlash it, tear it up, and he's like, "Well, do something with them, sell them or trade them, get you something you can use to go fishing with." So then I turn around and I wind up selling them all and buying spinning reels. Sure enough, about 3 years after she passed away, actually 2 years after she passed away, I go fishing with my uncle, and that's all they got's Abus. And he's like, either you learn how to use it or you don't go fishing. Well, after about 4 or 5 hours of out there using it with them, I don't want to go back to spinning rods. I mean, real. I love my bait casters. And then I sit back and look and say, well, my mom tried to give me six or seven of them. So, you know, it is what it is. Actually, I think it was 6, 7, or might have been 9. I don't know. There was a lot of them. I still have a rod. I gave it to my son. That was the first rod I customized in the video. You see me doing it. It's glow in the dark. I replaced all the guides on it, and made it. He said he wanted to keep it white. He said keep it white like it was, red guides like it was. I want everything basically almost the same. I'm like, okay. I said, you don't want me to rock it out and, you know, get some candy paint or something? He said, nope. I want it to look like about like it did. So it's white, but it glows. That sucker will glow for 25, 30 minutes on one, or actually about almost an hour on one charge. And you can probably see it a quarter mile away. I put like 9 coats of glow in the dark paint on it. He walked in, he goes, yep, it's white. And I turned up the light. I said, no, it ain't. It glows bright green. Yeah, I got another one of these Muddy River rods that I've got the blue eel wire on. I got 3 Muddy River rods. I'm thinking about taking the other one. I've got one wrapped in orange. That orange seems to work pretty good, the orange and the green. I really like to have different colors, but that blue just only had one spool of the blue, and it's been nothing but problems since I put it on there. I'll get it to come on, I'll catch a fish, it'll go off in the middle of me catching a fish. So, yeah, I'm going to probably switch it out. I got some white at the house, but it ain't that bright, so. All right, thanks for stopping in, Sam. Appreciate it. Get you some sleep. Like I said, I'm probably going to cut the stream here in a little bit anyway. I haven't, like I said, I've been up since about 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning. Been up moving and running the whole time. Walking down here, I still got to walk all the way home, carry all this gear back. But I do it again in a heartbeat. And then when I get home, hopefully I don't wake everybody up, but I'm going to go ahead and respond to everybody's comments and everything else. At least tell them thank you for subscribing and stopping in. So I'll be up for that, doing that for about an hour or so. But I told most people I was getting ready to go live anyway, so I think they'll understand. They probably don't have the notifications turned up anyway. I'm going to quit jumping out there and jump on my hook. I think they're scared. I think that's why they call them catfish. Because they're scaredy cat. They see that big old shiny hook hanging out there, they know what's going to happen to them. Yeah, a lot of people didn't realize I had a channel, Steve. I go in and chat with everybody on everybody's lives, but my content ain't been how would you put it, consistent enough to where it doesn't fall in the normal algorithms of things. Like I said earlier, my wife's disabled, my sister-in-law is disabled. I'm actually on medical leave right now, and because I'm having issues, that's why I've been sitting down most of the time. And I'll stand up for half an hour at the most, and then I got to sit back down. I had to have a neural scan done on August 30th, but because of that, I don't get out that much. I've been trying to get out once a week, but getting down here when the water's up like it was, because we had rain for almost 2 weeks straight, and where I'm sitting at right now was under 8 foot to 10 foot of water. I mean, literally, it was under 8 to 10 foot of water. So I don't get to put as much content out as I like to. I do more lives than anything. I love coming and talking to y'all good people. Fishing with the Chad, what is up? Thank you for stopping in. We got one on the board for the live, 21 pounder. Right before I went live, my blue rod bent almost completely in half and my light stopped working. But yeah, been a beautiful night. I appreciate it, Steve. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. My like I said, my sister-in-law was in the hospital for almost a week. They said that both her kidneys wasn't working, and we was all freaking out about it. And then we found out that one of her kidneys wasn't working since she was a child. But getting her to the hospital is almost impossible. That woman has the strength of 10 men combined. She will throw you across the room, and she don't like doctors. And so she don't go to the hospital or doctor for much of anything. So nobody knew it until recently that one of her kidneys don't even work hardly at all anyway, and the other one wasn't working properly and had full of kidney stones. So luckily they got her taking care of that for the most part, and she's at home with us now. So it's all that matters. All right, thanks, Chad. Good luck if you got loading up the boat. Catch some monsters. Now, that's the only thing about my stream that a lot of people don't get used to. I don't know if you hear the motorcycle up or revving up or not. I literally live probably 3 miles from a drag strip, and the street that's right across from right out my back door, they think is a drag strip, and they sit there and they race up and down that street all night. Other than the car and the motorcycle noise, the quietest neighborhood there is. Polar Bear, what is up? I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, if you was in here earlier. I don't know for sure or not. I've had so many people in here. But yeah, it gets loud. Other than that, this neighborhood's so quiet. It's usually peaceful, at least for about 5 blocks. You got about 5 blocks of a little area that's peaceful and nice. I got lucky and got dead center of that 5 block center. The cat is here. Yes, he is. We just waiting on another fish. And I really appreciate all y'all coming in here and spending time with me tonight. I mean, it's been pretty great having so many people come in. That's the whole reason why I started doing live, because it's great to talk to good people while you're fishing, while you're waiting for a bite.
Oh yeah, I know. DMV gets all kinds of noise. He gets all kinds of noise. Yeah, I mean it's usually pretty quiet down here though. I mean we have the occasional drag race, occasional gunshots, but they're usually there and over with. Both of them. It's like that gone. You know that quick. Unless there's something that happens. Like a couple months ago, they had a big barge wreck where a boat hit a barge, and 8 people was lost. They found 6 of them come to safety, and for about 3 days they went looking for the other two uh, people. They had a recovery mission for the other two, and it happened to be a teenager, and all of his buddies showed up at the gas station right across the street from where I'm at. And if I walk up the hill this way, about a block through the woods, there's a gas station right there, and there was probably close to 230 vehicles. They was parked on the street and everything. All right, cuz. Thank you for stopping in, brother. Uh, I'm still gonna try to get out there and see y'all and do some fishing with y'all. Muhammad, thank you for stopping in. Yeah, my camera's a little blurry because it's ring light. Uh, it's actually, if any of y'all go looking for ring light, do not get the one off Amazon. It's like $37, $38. Yeah, the ring light is horrible. If I turn it down, it cuts off. It cuts off. Uh, or if I turn it all the way down to where it's getting me where I'm not blurry, it'll jump back up on its own. So I just leave it on the setting it's on when I plug it in and just try to stay as far back as I can to where y'all can see. It's the picture's actually a little bit better today than what it usually is. Usually it's a lot worse. Usually I glow. I'm talking where you can't even see my facial features. So I guess I'm at a good angle right now. It's like something just wiggled that blue rod. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll take it. Yeah, it was a nice fish, Mr. Gadget. They said it felt bigger than 20 pounds, but you know, scales don't lie. At least, not that I know of. I know he worked me down his bank, and I've caught a lot bigger. I've caught, well, 5 times bigger because before YouTube, my personal best was 101 pounds. So, you know, I've caught a lot bigger, but he walked me where he wanted to go. He said he's going this way, and he went that way. Of course, I was also nervous about the rod he was on because that orange rod, it was left in the house when I moved in the garage, and there was big chunks taken out of it, the stress cracks. It was all splintered up, and I took some fiberglass resin and I refiberglassed it, sanded it down a little bit, filled in all the stress cracks and everything else, and then I put it out. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna try it, see what it do. So far, it's held up pretty good. It landed a 20-pounder, so they fought me like crazy. So next one's gonna be a 30. Then we'll go up to 40. Then we'll try to top it off around 50 on it, see what it'll do. Eventually, it'll either break or it won't. Will not be the first rod I break, and probably won't be the last. I won't be too upset with it if I break it. Let's just put it that way. Now, if I break the first rod or the second rod, I might cry. This rod right here, the South Star, I've had for 20 years. And it's up until the last 3 streams, it has been my lucky rod. The one that's glowing green has been my lucky rod. Every time I go out fishing, that's the only one that gets bite. Here lately, it's been my blue rod, which is my Muddy River flathead rod. And yeah, I don't want to break it. I'll cry. Yeah, that's what I use with fiberglass resin. I just filled it in where the stress crack was at, pushed it back together because it had splinters, push the splinters back down, smooth it out, put a little bit on top of it, let it cure for about a week, and I just wet sanded it until it was smooth. And actually, I didn't even smooth it out real good. I left it kind of chunky just so I can make sure that way when I show it off in the videos and stuff, I could show people where I had to repatch it and everything. But yeah, I just left it a little bit rough. Well, it's not rough, but a little raised up a little bit. You can see where somebody put something in there, and it handled that fish just fine. So I got more faith in it now. I promise you that now. I'm hoping on getting my fish slayer rod done. I've got it customized. It's almost completely done. All I got to do is put the epoxy on it. It's a candy, like an emerald candy green. It looks like a scarf, like a gar, scales on the back of it, on the top of it. All the guides are like the thread is all silver, and it's got little green highlights in it. So yeah, it's a beautiful rod. I want to actually was hoping on catching a decent blue to eat today because I wanted the skin off of it. Because I'm going to cure the skin and make what they call fish leather, and I want to wrap the handle in fish leather. That way, it's a true fish slayer rod. So I'll be glad when I do that. If I ever catch another gar, I might take that gar and take his skin from him. I try not to kill animals that I'm not going to use. I'm Native American, and you know we was always raised. If you're not going to use it for something, don't let it die. So I guess that'll be the day if I catch a gar. I guess that'll be the day me and my wife try. Everybody keeps on telling me gar's good eating, so if I ever catch another big enough one, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be eating it. I might eat it in front of y'all. Probably will. Hey, you got a little tap on the green rod. Let's see what happens. Let's see if he wants it. That's got that cut up bullhead on there. You know, I honestly couldn't believe that. It was heat index today was 101 degrees here, 101, 102 degrees. I went to the creek, caught two bullheads, a bunch of sunfish, bluegills, just a bunch of panfish. I got home. They was in a bucket in the aerator. I had no way to get them down here in water. I knew that wasn't going to happen, and I didn't care if they died because I was going to use them for bait. I get down here. Now I put them in my bag. I waited 10 minutes before I walked down here, and this is 5.5, almost about 6.5, maybe between 5.5, 6.5 blocks away from my house, and they was closed up in this Ziploc baggie in the heat for almost 35 minutes. I walked down here and got down here, started setting up. As soon as 4 o'clock hit, I put one on the flathead rod, and it wasn't moving. I was like, it's dead. I put it on the flathead rod. I casted it out. About a half an hour later, I went to pull it in. It's going all crazy. I'm like, what do you mean that thing doesn't come back to life? Oh, another hit. Come on, take it. He's playing with it, but he ain't getting serious with it. I think I'm going to crank down. There you go. I wonder if I got him up, he's running. Feels like there's something on there. Nope. He spit it. He took that rod over though. He took that rod over trying to get that thing. I really got to quit doing that, y'all. I really got to quit walking over here in this knee-deep mud to get this rod without my headlamp. It's just this headlamp weighs 10 pounds. I don't feel like wearing it all the time. That was another good hit, though. That's we got my head. Oh, I can't see my knees or my ankle. Oh, I get my head. Oh. Yeah, I hear you at the rolling laughing at me. Is it funny? Yeah, he let go of that hook. Yeah, I ain't never had gar either. See, been talking about it for years, but I ain't never done it. He took that thing down. I felt one pull, and then that was it. And when I went back like this, I felt it stop, and then all of a sudden it just said whoop. That's why I don't like setting the hook on them like that. But I reeled down for a second, and that was it. I had a yank. And he started letting up on it, so I thought for sure he had it in his mouth and swimming towards me. Been a pretty active night. I wish the hookup ratio was a little bit better. But as long as I'm getting bites like that, I don't mind. Unfortunately, they're not hitting that bluegill or nothing that much anymore. I might change out the bait on the green rod. Yeah, that's what by the time they wake up around here. I might change the bait on that green rod. That is that what's left of a bullhead, and he's been out there for a good hour. He's been chewed up, spit out, chewed up and spit out. I might throw one of these sunfish heads on, because I usually have pretty good luck up here on bluegill heads. I never had luck before, and I come up here one day and I couldn't keep a head in the water. I could not. As soon as I cast out, 10 minutes later, rod's bent in half, and yeah, I ran out of bluegill heads in probably an hour and a half because I only had 7 bluegill. But tonight I've got about 10, so I've got about 10 heads. So I might throw them out. And that was on the head down here. That was on that skipjack head. And he put down like that. So we're going to try that, y'all. Find my head lamp here. Oh, crap. Gotta clean that when I get home. Got stuff laying in the dirt that shouldn't be in the dirt. I don't know how it's going to work having sand in it. Yeah, it's worth a try. So that's the only thing that happens is they don't bite it. Can't be no worse than what they're doing this bullhead. They ain't messing with him right now, so we shall see. Now watch, I'll get up to go over and get that, and that rod will bend over right when I get ready to change out the bait. Then I won't want to change it out. Let me go get me a good head real quick. I actually think I got one over here that I just had. Yeah, it's a small one, but still got quite a bit of meat and stuff on it. We'll use that one. Come on. Yeah, bullhead's seen better days. That bullhead's seen a lot better days. But boy, when I get ready to leave, that's right, that time. Come on. Right, just get over. Cool. Crisis diverted. Oh, hey, come on for a second and put that back off. Move that down. Oh well. 15 wonderful people in here. Frustrations. What is going on, brother? Glad you can make it in. We just landed about 25 minutes ago. We landed about a 21 pounder. Just had a real nice takedown on the orange rod, but I didn't hook up. I'm hoping he comes back, so we shall see. "17 people. That's just amazing for this time of night with everybody live that's live. I ain't complaining. I'm glad to have everybody in here. 12 o'clock. You know what? I'm not gonna shut this live down yet. Give it another 30 minutes and see what happens. Because they just started getting active again, so. We just had that real nice takedown on the orange rod, so. So if y'all don't mind, excuse me for 30 seconds because I need to dehydrate. I've been hydrating all day because of the heat. And now that it's cooled down, my body goes, we need to get rid of some of that water you retained. Or some of that fluid you retained. It ain't really water. I probably should have been drinking water all day. I drank one, but usually the only thing I drink is Monster and Mountain Dew and coffee. Wayne Barrett, Burnett, what's up? Oh, good night. You already been in here. I'm sorry if I don't know if I said anything to you earlier or not.
I've got to get used to this having more than 5 people in my stream. It's going to take me a couple times to get used to it. I don't know how Chunky and them do it. I don't. But thank you. I hope I had catch at least one more real quick. But I'm going to step off the camera for a few seconds, if y'all don't mind. If I get a bite, y'all can feel free to reach in and grab the rod. Well, actually, I wish y'all could do that. That'd make it even better. It'd be great if you could actually reach through the screen and grab the rod, help somebody out. That'd be awesome. Of course, I don't know. We might have people fighting over who grabs what rod, but hey, it'd still be funny. And whoever was to try to grab that orange rod down there, oh, there's my light. Give me a second, y'all. I'm going to rig up another light real quick. So much for my battery packs that are supposed to last 12 hours. Ta-da! That's why I bring 3 of them. All right, give me a second. I'll go dehydrate for a second. Now I'll be back in. Something's wiggling it. Wiggling it just a little bit. Ooh. Potty bite. The GMV would say booty cheek. Had to hit while I was occupied. That's all right. Let me check down here real quick. I'm thinking there's somebody else down here fishing. I see lights down there. I don't ever see lights down there, so. Oh, he's back.
He can't decide if he wants it or not, can he? He'll grab it, let it go. Grab it, let it go. Grab it, let it go. Yeah, I do believe there's some people down there fishing. It's actually my flathead spot where I usually fish at for flathead. Um, but yeah, it's non-stop snag. They'll probably come down here as soon as I move. Now, I've been fishing down here for about a year and a half now, and it's the first time I've ever seen anybody else come down here fishing. I guess somebody's done pinged my location. I could be nice when I leave out of here and go down and make sure they got some cut bluegill and stuff. Well, I guess he ain't coming back. I thought he was gonna come back for it. He hit it twice, but he ain't come back yet. So. Oh well, you can't catch them all. Looks like he just pulled it a little bit. We'll see what happens. If he gets serious with it this time. Like he's slowly taking a few feet and letting go of it. A few feet and letting go of it. Yeah, I might have to come back down here tomorrow, bring my jigs and stuff down, and see if I can't catch some more skipjack down here. I've tried every place I could think of to catch skipjack, Fallsview, Ohio, and everything, and I've had no luck this year. And I catch them on accident, so. And I'm pretty sure I missed one or two of them when I was rolling in earlier. So maybe I should come over here. Maybe that's where they're hiding at. Yeah, we're probably gonna give this stream about another 20 minutes to about 12:30 and see what happens. We ain't got nothing by then. We'll probably call it. I need to get home and eat. Spend some time with my wife. Probably get some sleep. But then again, I usually don't go to bed till 6 or 7 anyway, so I don't know if I go to bed or not. If I thought my lights would hold up, I'd probably stay out longer. But I used one of my whole battery packs I got for the Iron Cats earlier. Charged my phone up. Luckily, my phone's at 72% now. So, because I had to unplug it to plug in the ring light. So when it runs out, I have nothing. Just a headlamp and that little VO thing right there. So whatever y'all do, don't buy those power banks that have the solar panels on them, they do not work. The first time I brought one out, it ran this ring light for 12 hours straight. It's like 9 million, what do they call it? I can't even what they call it, but yeah, it's supposed to run it for about 12 hours, and it did the first time I brought it out. And then now I won't hold a charge for over 2 or 3 hours. The ring light and it cuts out. I don't understand it. I guess it's only good for one use. Now I've got 2 or 3 different ones. The orange one I bought, the milliamp per hour is what I was thinking of. The 9 million milliamps, they don't hold a charge, but I bought a 5 million milliamp, and it holds a charge longer than the rest of them. So. And carrying anything other than little power banks down here wouldn't quite work too easy. Not me traveling as heavy as I already travel. I already carry way too much stuff down here on my back. I've actually got a golf cart caddy that I use to put my bag on a lot of times and carry it down. I'll roll it down here, but I got so much gear in my bag that it actually literally bent the wheels on the caddy. So, he just smacked it orange rod again. He wants it, he just ain't decided how bad he wants it yet. I need to break out my welder and get some sheet metal, not some sheet metal, but like the tubing metal, and make me a cart, like a 2 or 3 wheel cart like this one is, like this dolly, and make one a lot stronger where to hold up. Maybe put some bigger wheels on it, where I can go up and down the hills easier. Because usually I have to take and carry my gear to the top of the hill, and then as I carry my gear up, carry the cart up, and then put it together up on top of the hill, because you can't take the cart up that hill. It will not roll up it. Looks like the only thing I'm interested in today was that skipjack. The only thing I've had any luck with. Well, I can't say that I was getting good hits earlier on stuff, but now the only thing getting hit is skipjack. And unfortunately, I didn't use all of it up. Had no body pieces left. I got the head on the orange rod, which is one keep on getting hit with the head on it. So. And I didn't bring my cast net. If I had my cast net, I'd probably cast throw it out there and see what kind of bait I could catch. $15 wonderful people still in the house. I appreciate everybody staying here with me as long as y'all have. Means a lot to me. This whole YouTube thing was a bucket list thing for me. After landing all these monster fish that I was landing back when I first started fishing, well, most of my life, me and my brother-in-law always said we wanted to start our own fishing show. M.R. Duggar, what is up? Was that you they just dropped off? I seen a bright light back here. Looked like a spaceship. But yeah, I always told my brother-in-law, I said I want to start my own fishing show one day. Well, as a lot of y'all know, 2020 took a lot of people out. I lost a lot of people, a lot of friends, a lot of close family members. And it wasn't due to just the virus, it's to everything in general. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? Uh, I ain't getting any younger. The only way I'm gonna start a fishing show is if I start one on YouTube. And that's what I did. I started my own fishing show on YouTube. It's been pretty good so far. I'm not climbing that fast, but I really don't care. I'm honestly happy with the subscribers I've got because the ones I do have are great people, which I'd rather have one good purpose person than 30 that ain't. So I'm pretty satisfied with it. Oh, yours is in the shop. Oh, sorry, Duggar. Man, bet you that cost some money to get fixed. You've only missed one fish, Duggar. That's it. That's all we've got. Uh, about 45 minutes to an hour ago, I landed a 21 pounder uh, on skipjack that I caught earlier in the iron cut. That's what I've been using for bait. That's the only thing I've been catching anything on. This this orange rod down here, got the remaining skipjack head, and it's the only thing getting any action. So they keep on getting smacked and they keep on taking it down, but they're not committing to it enough. And that's the one I actually caught the 21 pounder on too, because he walked me all the way down the bank. It's a real light, flimsy rod, and I didn't think it was going to hold up, but it held up pretty good. If I wouldn't know it was going to hold up that much, I would have forced him, but I didn't want to force him to break off either. Ah, warranty, that's even better. Even better. I got no mods in here? Really? None of my mods showed up tonight. Okay, well, when I get home, I'll go back through the stream and I'll make a few of y'all mods. I don't have my other phone. It's dead right now. I'd make mods right now. Duggar, you're definitely going to be one. Mr. Gadgets, you're going to be one. Frustrations, most likely, yeah. Yeah, I got to make some more mods. I've got about 10 mods, maybe. Yeah, I'll blow you up, Mr. Duggar. You always come in my streams. You always been good to me. You always joke with me and everybody else the streams. Definitely. I have no problem giving a lot of people mod powers if I know who they are. And I've been in stream with almost every one of the people that's in this live right now. They've never disrespected anybody. If anything, they've been more than respectful for everybody. So I got no problem with that. So before the night's over, some of y'all gonna be mods. I'll go home, charge my phone up, and start flipping things around. That way y'all can come in and drop links and stuff if y'all want to. And yeah, I'm going to mod some people up. I got to send out a bunch of thank yous for everybody subscribing to me today. And the Iron Cats, I was actually surprised. Especially as horrible as I did today. You know, normally when I'm down here at the river, there's no such thing as a horrible day. I mean, I have got skunked a few times, but usually it's when, I do something stupid or something like that. Today I had too good of a game plan. I don't know how I got skunked or how I got beat like I did. Yeah, I shouldn't have many haters, but I guarantee you I will. They're always out there. They're always out there, Duggar. It's like poor old Palmetto. I don't know how, but that man had a thumbs down before he went live. How do you give somebody a thumbs down before you go live? Makes no sense. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you, buddy. That's a big climb from the 160 I was at. I couldn't believe it. I figured I might pick up 4 or 5 subscribers. That was it. But picking up that many, that is a big jump. And I will definitely go back and say thank you to everybody. And show everybody respect. And if there's anybody in there I'm not subscribed to, I'll probably subscribe to them too. Because I try to subscribe to everybody. Because if I can't be down here fishing, I like to watch fishing. I know sometimes my wife gets tired of it because I'll go in the house and it's like when I get home tonight, I'll probably, since I missed everybody's lives because I was live, I'll probably go out and I'll go in the kitchen and turn the TV on, put it on YouTube, and start watching everybody else's streams and stuff while I'm charging up my phone to do stuff. I have YouTube playing in the background while I'm walking around, and I'll probably be up till 6 or 7 in the morning watching YouTube. This is my true passion, is fishing. I think that's why I like Tim Scott from Epic Catfish so much, because he's as passionate about it as I am. Yeah, they have, Georgia. They've helped a lot of people grow. I expected to pick, like I said, I expected to pick up 10 or 15 people today. I didn't expect to pick up like 65, but I did. Or 55. That's a lot. I never expected that. Yes, it is a fish addiction. For the longest time, that's what I did too, brother. For a lot of people that ain't in the stream, I suffer with severe PTSD. Severe PTSD. I went unmedicated for almost 40 years. Would not take any medicine. Everything they put me on didn't work. It didn't help me any. I'm like, I'm not taking this medicine. I feel the same way with it as I do without it. But fishing was always that release. I could go fishing for a couple hours and feel better the whole day. So, and sometimes when I get stressed out at the house and my PTSD starts acting up, I just turn on YouTube if I can't go fishing. Yeah, Mr. Gadget, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm honestly gonna have to do that. I might come down here one night when I know the fish are biting, because today I don't know anything about day fishing down here in this spot. The last 3 times I've come down here in the day, I haven't done great. I've caught a lot of drum, and that's what had me surprised today, because my wife goes, well, what if you don't catch a catfish? I'm like, well, sure, I'll catch a drum. I'll come down here and catch 6 or 7 of them at a time. So that was my plan. Drum was going to be my backup. Whatever fish I caught first, catfish or drum, that's what I was going to eat. That way I can go ahead and get my stuff cooked. And unfortunately, when I caught that carp, it was a carp and not a drum. Thank you, Duggar. Thank you. Yeah. Well, if you're good people like you are, and you go into everybody's streams, even if you don't have contact or content, people will subscribe. I subscribe to a lot of people that don't have content, and that's just because they come into my channel and they subscribe to mine and they support me. If they support me, I'm going to support them. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And when they get content, I will watch it. I will watch every bit of it. I mean, that's just the way I am. I've always been one of the people that believe in respect. If somebody shows me respect and backs me up and does things, I'm going to do the same for them, no matter what. That's why I'm building Becca a rod, because she's pushed me through most of these live streams, because I'm not tech savvy. I'm not. I'm pushing 50, So, you know, I'm not a tech savvy person, but she comes in my streams a lot of times and she'll walk me through a lot of things I can't figure out. So, yeah, I definitely owe her a lot. So building her a rod is the least, the least I can do. Yeah, they've already got followers. That's exactly what I think too. Frustrations. If they ever do start putting out content, they've already got subscribers and they've already got people following them, which is the main thing. Because I'm quick to share a video. I am quick to share a video. If one of my subscribers pops up or somebody I'm subscribed to pops up, I'm sharing it. Bam, bam, bam. So if somebody starts a channel up and they start growing, and they start putting out content, I'm gonna share it out. I'm gonna try to get as many people in there as I can. I've even got my wife and my kids trying to get into this a little bit. My wife was in the live watching the Iron Cats. Matter of fact, she was sitting on the bank earlier in the heat, which kind of upsets me because I didn't want her to come down here in the heat because she has strokes and she has heat strokes. We went to Taylorsville Lake last 2 years ago, and she started getting overheated, and the whole side of her mouth started sagging. And yeah, I'm like, yeah, you're not going back out in the heat. And then, sure enough, on my way down here for the Iron Cats, I lost my charger cord. There was no way I could make it through the live without a charger cord. A 5-hour live, there's no way to do it. And I had to have her bring one down, and I was expecting her just to send one of the kids down and throw it down the hill. But she showed up with her bag and her chair, and she sat down here with me until the Iron Cast was over. She was down here for 4 hours of it. I gotta give her props. She's a trooper. She honestly is. Greatest thing ever happened to me. Oh yeah, that's me. That's me, Georgia. If I can't watch a video, if one of my people in the Catfish family puts out a video and I don't have time to watch it or I can't watch it for some reason, I'll play it. Even if I can't play the whole video, I will play 3 to 4 minutes of that video. I'll give it a thumbs up, and I'll usually leave a comment on it just so they get that view. Because, I'll turn my TV on and I'll go through, and if it's like 30, like when I get home tonight, I guarantee you, I've got 35, 40 notifications. And I'll go to every one of them channels and I'll watch at least 5, 6 minutes of each one of them videos. I'll give them a thumbs up and usually leave a comment. That way they get that view. I think the YouTube algorithm is you have to watch for at least 3 minutes for it to count as a view. And if they're monetized, they get commercials. And I'll let commercials play. I won't even skip over when it says skip in 5 seconds. I won't even do it. I'll just let it play. This catfish community is probably the best community there is in the world. I would have to say that by far. I've got friends in the bass community, and they do bass fishing, and they tell me horror stories every day on how rude the people are in the bass community, and I don't understand it. People fight over spots and everything else. It's not worth it. It's like today I went to my bait hole, and there was a guy fishing my spot, exactly where I fished for my bait. And I walked down there and asked him how he was doing. He's like, I'm doing all right. So you get catching bait? He said, yeah, I'm trying to go fishing. I was like, I heard that. I need to catch me some bait for myself. I said, I'm going to step right over here on this other side of you. And I went about 20 foot away from him. And I was out there fishing. About 5 minutes later, I walked over to him. We were sitting there joking around, talking the whole time. Matter of fact, I gave him my channel and everything. He said he's going to check me out. So, be kind to people. Yeah, me too. Frustrations. I mean, it keeps me busy. My brain goes 100 miles a minute, and yeah, it keeps my brain occupied. It's like I said, tonight when I go home, I'll turn on one of the videos. As soon as I turn it on, I'll hit the like button while I'm over washing my hands and doing everything else. That way, it gets a view. I support everybody I can support. I guess he decided he didn't want that on that orange rod. He's done good up on it. Yeah, I believe he's giving up. All right, we've been live for 2 hours and 54 minutes. I think I was going to give it up at 12:30, but I think we'll go until we hit the 3 hour mark, and then I'll go ahead and shut it down. That way, I still got a little bit of light to pack up. I want to clean up all my trash off the bank. That's another thing that frustrates me. I can't handle when people litter and leave stuff laying around. Yes, it is, poor shops. It's really, really relaxing. If I thought I had enough power to do it in my batteries, my power supplies, I would stay down here all night until the sun came up. Would not bother me. But with all three of my power banks together, we've done it where I've come out here right at sundown. With all three of my power banks together, it barely makes me to daylight. And me running for 5 hours before the sun went down, yeah, I don't have enough juice to run through the night. Eventually, when I get back off medical leave, I'm going to wind up buying about 10 more battery packs, the boxes, because I can't carry a car battery down here. There's no way to bring a car battery down here. My gear, like I said, I'm going to weigh it up one day and make a video of it. My gear weighs probably 75 to 85 pounds. Carrying a car battery down would be impossible. I can't get a little cart and everything. Those little 4-wheel carts that everybody uses, they won't make it down the hill. They won't make it across the street I go across because there's a hump this tall. Because it's the main highway. And then I got to go down steps and everything. Yeah, none of it will make it down. So the 2-wheel cart I got right now is the best option. Even though it's too flimsy and I've bent the wheels twice because I've got too much gear. But yeah, I'm gonna get me some more power banks. I've got some cheap ones from Walmart. They don't work that great, but they will charge my phone. They won't work my ring light. I bought like 10 of them on when they was on clearance. I need to find those and charge them all up, and I'll start using them to run my phone, and just use my 3 big ones for my ring light. Because I usually get about 4 hours out of a full charge on the ring light. I'll get about 4 hours out of it. So, because I had this ring light on for an hour. The last hour of Iron Cats, I had the ring light on. So, and it went dead about an hour and a half ago. So yeah, I get about 4 hours out of it. I need to bring down this tree that's in front of me. I've been casting over the whole day. It's usually out of the water where it's at right now. Most of the time it stays out of the water. The roots are buried in the sand and mud so far that even when this water floods up 20 foot, this tree don't go nowhere. It just stays here. Part of the roots are still connected underground as far as I know because it fell from over here and it's where it stayed. It's been down here since last year and it hasn't moved. I thought about coming up here since this is the spot I fish at and bringing me up some PVC piping and bolt it to the side of this tree, keep them hid in the tree in the branches, but put me some rod holders up here so I can lighten up my load. Because I'm using PVC piping right now, which really ain't heavy, but it is heavy. They're 30 inches long because most of this is all sand down here. So you have to make what they call sand spikes. So they gotta be, I got 15 inches in the ground, or that goes down in the ground, and another 15 inches to hold the rod. So when you start carrying 4 and 5 of those down here, you're talking almost 10 pounds of just plastic that you got to carry. I've got some small pieces about 6 to 8 inches long. If I bolt them through the tree, anybody can use them when they come down here. There'll already be rod holders down here. And on top of that, I know they'll stay here, but then I don't have to carry this 10, 15 pounds down. Make my life a lot easier. And I got tree roots over here. A buddy of mine suggested that last month because 2 years ago when I first started coming down here fishing, I lost a knife. I stuck it in the ground, a little cheap dollar knife in Walmart, stuck it in the ground after I cut my bait. I went home and forgot about it. It flooded that day. That next morning it flooded. And then I didn't get to come back out. And the water got up all the way to the street, probably, I'd say all this area right here was under at least 25 foot of water, if not more. And I come down the next year, knife still sitting in the ground. We picked that knife up 3 times since I've been down here in the last month and a half. It's still stuck in the ground. And it's not rusted for some reason. But this tree right here behind us, you can't see it. There's a tree behind us that in one of my videos, one of my lives, I caught I think it was a 8-pound blue, and it was in the flooded water when the water was all flooded. And I had to walk out on that tree and cut a tree branch off one of the roots out of the water. I had to cut it, literally reach down in the water, hanging upside down to cut the tree root to get the fish free. Because the way he was twisted, he would have died if I would have cut the line. So I had no choice but to figure out how to get him out. And a buddy of mine suggested, hey, just that tree don't flood. He said, you ought to leave your rod holders over there. I'm like, no, because if I leave my rod holders over there, they won't be there the next day. I can guarantee you that now. Even though nobody ever comes down here, I don't ever see anybody down here. So they'll walk across this hill up here and throw the trash down it, which makes me mad, but they don't really come down here to do anything. But I got to lighten my load because when you use 8-ounce sinkers like I normally do, and you carry about 20 of them with you at all times, plus 3 rod holders, ring light, battery supply, your headlamp, your chair. By the time you get all that stuff together, yeah, you're rolling out about 70 pounds. Today I had even more because I had the backpack on my back with all the food in it, and I had a small cooler over my shoulder. But I kept it as light and easy as I could to try to keep the weight down. Yeah, I wanted to get one of the carts like Chunky's got, but it won't roll down this hill, and I can't even make it across the street with it the way it's set up. The street that I got across is a major highway. I'm talking a major highway, 55 mile an hour and everything else, and people drive through there at 90. So I gotta have something I can run across the street with when I get a clearance, and those things won't roll over the hill. Plus, I walk through probably when I get out of here, I'll walk through about a half a block of woods. So rolling one of them through the woods. It doesn't roll too good. I mean, that golf cart caddy I've got, other than it being flimsy with the wheels, it's actually worked out pretty good. I mean, the bag I bought, about a bag on, I think it was on eBay for like $36. Big fishing bag. It holds a ton of stuff. I can almost climb inside the bag. It holds 6 rods on the outside of it, and it looks like a giant golf bag, but it's real skinny, real flexible. It's the same size as a golf bag, and it just goes right on there, and it's strapped right on. Now I'll take some some bungee cords, and I'll wrap it, make sure the stuff don't come off, and I can run, go up and down hills with it, and everything else, and everything stays on. So everything stays on, but the wheels, because if I hit one of them wrong, it'll shift and bend it, and then the dolly goes whichever way it wants to go. It just his tail. I think they're going to sleep on us, y'all. And one finally decided he didn't want that head that much, but he done left it alone. In a second, I'm gonna check and see if these people are still down here fishing. Cause I'm about to call us streaming in here in a few minutes, and if they are, I'm gonna see if they want some bait. Be a friendly fisherman. That ain't good. All right, y'all. I guess we're gonna be. Let me see if I can pull this away a little bit. I guess we're gonna be ending this stream a little earlier than what I wanted to, or a little faster than what I wanted to. I was trying to walk down a few feet and see if they were still down there fishing, but unfortunately my lights just died, and that was the last battery pack I got. So we're just gonna have to call it a night for the night. I appreciate everybody coming here and hanging out with me. Everybody that just subscribed to me, I appreciate it. When I get home tonight, I will send you a thank you out and everything. And like I said, if I'm not subscribed to you when I get home, I will be tonight. And if you have content, it will be watched. So I appreciate everybody coming in, and I will catch you on the next one. Hopefully next time we have a little bit better night, and be looking forward to a catch and cook, because I owe y'all one. Even though I usually don't do catch and cooks, I owe y'all one, so it's gonna happen. It might be a nighttime one, but it's gonna happen. But I will catch y'all on the next one. Till then, peace.